Hello.
Good afternoon, good evening.
How you
Hello,
doing?
everybody.
How you
Yeah.
doing?
And just
So, what? What? What?
and just for a change, as it's a random stream, we have a topic all planned out, all scripted, all ready, prepared to go.
Do we?
And sadly, a couple of days too late for an April Fool's joke.
Okay. I was like, what does he talk about? Like that. I was like, we have one, and I forgot that much.
Sorry, a cruel joke, but worth trying at least. And hello,
Remember to
KGB.
yell as AMG can't see well.
See, yep.
I like that. I'm
And
putting that one.
hello, Nightwolf.
How you doing,
Hi,
guys?
Jason. And hi, Ziggy for the facts.
Oh wow. I am honored that you guys would respond so quickly to the notification. We just put it out, and that's why nobody's here. But that's
Yeah,
okay. It's a random stream. I was like, I miss our friends, and he's like, so do something about it. And I'm like, okay, I will. And here we are.
indeed.
Yeah. Guess what we did today?
Hi,
Guess.
Sean.
Hey, Cat. Guess what we did today? Wow.
Hi, Captain Cactus and Suzuki Sequin and Paracord Princess and Jennyfig. Wow,
Wow.
all the gang.
I can't. Wow. I
How we
must be
doing?
running a fever. I don't think it's as hot as I think it is. Because like to the touch, my skin is hot. It's weird. I
Okay.
didn't notice that. That's the fever, right?
Could be, possibly.
Like
Yeah.
I've never seen this happen before. Okay. Well, anyways, hi guys. I feel good. I'm like, which is oh my god. It's like probably the opposite. When you feel sick, you're okay, but when you feel okay and you're actually sick, you die. I'm on my deathbed, guys. No, I'm
Well,
kidding.
there's a pleasant prospect.
I'm glad you don't mean that. So hi guys. Hi Jennifer. Been a while.
Yeah.
So guess what we did today? Let them guess. Nope, you're wrong. So we finished the second Godfather. Now, I told
We
him
did.
for us, this ends the story. But then I found something, guys. Because everybody knows the third installment was shit. Thank you for Mr. Ford Coppola for putting your daughter where she doesn't belong. Um, but in saying that, I found another film, so to speak. Like, so there's the Godfather 1, the Godfather 2, and the Godfather Saga, which is 1 and 2 with some extra. Um, well, now I found a director's cut of the Godfather 3 called The Godfather Coda. Was it the execution of, or the
No,
death of Michael
the
Corleone?
death of Marco Corleone. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I hear it's pretty damn good, and I'm gonna watch it. It's a big thing because, like, I saw the third and said never again. Back when it came out, Francis Ford Coppola's daughter is a horrendous actress.
Mm.
So I'm hoping
Um, Sean
she's
reckons
cut
it's still
out a
going to suck.
lot of it. Eh, but knowing what happens to everybody, how this epic
Hmm.
ends. I'd like Simon to know how everything ends. I know how everything ends, but I'd like Simon.
Well, I'm going to guess that Michael Corleone dies at some stage.
You think? Or do
Well,
they attempt to kill him again? Ah,
yeah.
we've seen them try.
Admittedly, the attempted death of Marco Corleone is
No, because you wouldn't want to give it away, right? To say the execution, it could be planned.
yes.
It could be executed, but it
Oh,
could
just
botch.
yeah,
Like,
just death to be. natural causes, accident.
Yeah. So we can see what happens. We
Yeah.
got to see what happens. Does he die an old man? Does he die not an old man?
Mhm.
Does he die natural causes in bed? I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm not gonna say.
Well, isn't natural causes for a mobster lead poisoning?
So, what did you think of what you've seen so far? Tell our friends.
Um,
Please
I
tell
think
me.
they are both good films. I can see why they've got iconic status. I mean, I would question some of the editing and stuff a little bit, but I don't know about filmography, so your mileage may vary on that one.
He's really picky, this one.
Hi, K-Rab.
Hey,
Um,
K-Rab. Hi, hon.
yeah, I mean, trouble is,
To
but
pick apart The Godfather and
as
be a
as
be is
as
having it. All right, so he has an issue with when in the second one, Vito goes back and kills Don Ciccio.
yeah,
Uh, that we go from that scene to that Sunday at church. It's Palm Sunday. People are coming up and shaking Vito's hand and everything because it's he was confused. Is this a funeral? Is it just another
yeah.
Sunday? Was it? What do you think it was?
Well, the
The
thing is,
harvest? Something?
no, I did well. As I said,
It was Palm Sunday.
you went from the assassination of Don Ciccio,
Mhm.
and then basically legging it, followed to a scene looking at the frontage of a church with a priest on the steps, um, shaking hands, and then you notice people carrying things that look like wheat. So I thought, um, is this the,
Palms.
is this the funeral? And then it was okay. They're
Well,
carrying
we didn't
stuff.
see a
Is
casket, and
is
that
it
would
is
be a
it
big sign.
Well, yeah, because maybe they'd already planted him, or it was in the church still. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, no, fair enough.
And I say I saw the palms, and I thought, yeah, is that wheat? Is that for a harvest festival? And no, it was Palm Sunday, but nothing was explained about this assassination took place at or around Easter.
Well, I mean,
So it the that segue from a death to a church scene
it's like
jived
when
with me.
okay, he did something so evil, and then it was in church. So it's like the baptism. Michael's saying he didn't, he denounces Satan as he's having a bunch of people killed. See
Yeah,
what I'm saying? They always
yeah.
juxtapose that shit.
Yes, I know, but I mean, I can understand the idea of doing that, the black and the white and all that sort of stuff. But to my mind, it's even with the explanation, it's still confusing because there is no context for which to basically view the scene in front of a church. I mean, to I say, I was led to think, yeah, a death, and after death you get a funeral. Yeah, and I was wondering, I wonder how the funeral is going to go. Then you see a priest on the steps of a church, and you think, ah, is this the funeral? Is it going to be something about how the funeral went? And it's not a funeral at
Okay,
all.
I'm not saying you
Yeah,
were wrong. I'm just saying that's one of those scenes that bothered you. That's all I was putting
yeah,
out there.
yeah. And say the
I
just
had this problem with it,
yeah,
quite
a
frankly,
couple of sort of issues like that
in the first one.
left me a bit flat-footed. And but say those aside, yes, they're good films.
In the first one, he didn't like the way they did time, moved
Um,
forward
a bit of
in
that,
jumps.
yes, yeah.
A couple of years they did.
Oh, yes, that was. I mean, okay, I can understand why they did it, but it's yeah. They're in Italy. Um, then the next thing you see is him walking down the street to meet an old flame, and it's hello, where have you been? It's been a year, hasn't it? Oh, okay, a year's gone by. Then suddenly he's got a 3 or 4 year old child. Ah, okay, more time has passed, and it was just
Yeah, I
I
see.
know why they did it. It just felt.
Yeah, I get it. I do.
shoehorned in. Hi, Thomas EG1, and thank you for gifting the membership. Hi, Zebulon,
Thank you. Oh,
and
hey,
hi,
Zebby.
Mistaken Comman,
Hi, welcome.
and Robert Leger III was gifted the membership.
Yay, I'll tell him.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to showing him the other classics. I'm going to be streaming them in the server or something. I'll figure it out. If anybody wants to watch, let me know my server. We'll work it
Oh,
out. What's that?
Taipan 23, thank you much for the Australian $5. Protection
Oh,
money to Mar Barker, sorry.
Ma Barker wasn't Italian though.
No, but she was a mobster hood
She's a hood.
thug.
She
Yep.
was not a mobster.
Mhm. Paracord Princess is suggesting that you, I assume the him is me, make me an offer I can't refuse.
I've done that several times.
Yeah, unfortunately, so far I have refused. But there we go.
No, you haven't. How do you think I got him to watch the damn movies?
hmm
No, I'm kidding.
um, oh, one question I had.
Yeah.
Um, it's a sort of a little bet noir I have.
Okay.
Um, now, he's Francis Ford Coppola, yes?
Yeah.
Is Ford his middle name or part of his last name?
Middle name.
As in, is his daughter Miss Coppola or Miss Ford Coppola?
It's a middle name.
I hate it when people are, yeah, Francis Ford Coppola. No, to me, he's Francis Coppola.
Yeah,
I
and people
don't
do
really,
call him that.
yeah, I don't like it when people constantly
The
refer to
name might
people.
mean something to him, you know?
Yeah, it just sort of bugs me a little bit.
Because she is Sophia Coppola.
Yeah. Hi, Dave Cernick. Good to see you there.
Bye.
Had some comments about Sean reckons that Apocalypse Now is still his best movie, and I must admit
I'm biased.
I can't say I've ever seen that either. So,
I was young when I tried to watch Apocalypse Now. I couldn't get into it.
and then Thomas
It's
reckons
heavy.
African Queen was his best movie.
Whose?
I'm not
The
sure.
African Queen is Bogart and
Bogart,
Paul.
yeah, but who was the director?
Not Francis Ford Coppola. That's before his time.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
I don't know.
born yet. Are you thinking of something else, huh?
Not sure.
Yeah. Totally lost it now. Um,
Right.
what else am I missing?
Right. Well, off film slightly. Thomas is making cream puffs just to annoy his wife.
What? You're making? Are you seriously making cream puffs, babe?
That's what he says. Yep.
Jason, thank you for the tip. That was so sweet. Yeah. Oh, I got one.
Hi, Night. Yeah, Nightwolf says he's going to text you later. He's got a card for you.
I,
Not sure what that is.
you gave me one. Are you talking about the one you just gave me? I hope you're not talking about another one.
And hi, Odin.
Too generous. Hey, Odin. How you doing?
And apparently he's found a game for you to play with Radical.
What's that?
Don't know. He'll maybe mention it later.
I don't ever see Radical anymore. He's very busy. And I wasn't invited to the last Devour game,
Hmm.
so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Apparently it's a new game.
I'll play with somebody else
Oh
though.
no.
Maybe
Oh
you
no.
want to play?
Oh no. Sorry, a new card. Odin says game called Demonologist.
Oh god, that scares. That's scary. What on earth would make you think I'd do that?
The fact you
Demonologist?
play Devour?
It sounds
No, it's not.
scary. It sounds scary. I I I want to play a game, but I I'll look at it. It's best, most I can promise you. I'll look at it. And if scarier than Devour, I'm gonna have a hard pass on that. Hi, Snarky. Look what they're trying to make me do, Snarky. That and they want me to. So my best friend, went to the Stanley Hotel. Do you guys know what the Stanley is? It's from Stephen King's The Shining. Well,
Mhm.
the actual hotel that they talk about is in Colorado, about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from where I live. It's one of the most haunted hotels. Um, so my friend loves that crap. Wanted to go since I can remember. Like since I've met her, she's wanted to go. Um, she wants to stay in. It's room 217. That's the most haunted that they stayed in. Here's the thing. Um, Stephen King, of course, stayed there. Then Jim Carrey did. Jim Carrey was in there for about 45 minutes and ran out in his underwear and would not go back in.
Mm.
And to this day he won't talk about why. The man just will not talk about his experience there. He was here filming Dumb and Dumber. I think there's parts of it at the hotel. I don't know.
Right.
Anywho, so yeah. Um, but if you want to rent that particular room, say on Halloween, it's
Mm.
good. You're gonna be on a waiting list that's over 10 years long. The next 10 Halloweens, it's rented, booked, solid. And say you just want a regular Tuesday, good luck getting that. For about as long, it's rented solid. You might get lucky. I'd
Well,
probably try to bribe somebody, quite
I
frankly.
suspect you'd get unlucky because I suspect it would cost a arm and a leg.
As far as I know, it doesn't really cost more than any other room.
Right. Oh, that's something at least. I would expect them to charge a premium for it.
If I really wanted to go, and on a Halloween, I'd say, look, dude, if I was rich, like a Stephen King say, or Jim Carrey say, I'd say, here's a
Mm.
$100,000. Let me have the room.
Right.
You know, or 10 grand. I don't know, start
Yeah.
small, work your way up.
Yeah.
Because somebody there has got to have a kid they need to put through college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I must admit, I wouldn't
You
be
can make him an
bothered
offer he
because
can't refuse.
yeah, don't tend to believe in that sort of thing. Hi,
What?
Aaron, and
Bribing people?
hi, no,
Oh, that's
paranormal
you.
activity, and
Everybody I know who's gone there says they've had some.
yeah, and hi, DM, who says he's guessing Jim Carrey ran out of a lot of hotel rooms in his underwear.
Yeah, probably good one. Fuck, that's a good one. He won't
And
talk about it, guys. He refuses. People have asked.
Thomas says he's seen some weird things in a haunted house,
Yeah.
plenty there in Georgia, but never seen a ghost.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, being cynical, I would suspect that 99% of the weirdness that goes on is deliberately manufactured.
Okay. But the weirdness that went on for my friend and her. So my best friend Brandy. If you ever see a girl in here named Adelaide, 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 that's my best friend Brandy, and I'll give a prize to the first one who shouts out that she's here. Something. I'll think of something. Um, anytime in the future from here on out. So she went and it was her brother-in-law's birthday. He brought his daughter, about 10 years old, 11 years old, 11 years old, 11 years old, let's say. Um, she brought her kids, three of her kids. She has four. She brought her youngest son, about the same age as the girl. She brought her two older sons, the middle children, which are the same age, 19, I believe, and or 18, 18, 19. I don't know, something like that. 18, 19, and both the same name, Damien, but one changed his name to Simon just recently.
No
Uh,
relation.
so if you've got that all down, and her husband went, is that 8 people? Yeah,
Um,
It,
Several.
there's 8 people in the party. Okay, so great hotel. They didn't stay there though, because yeah, it's an old house hotel thing, and they wanted something the kids could run around in, you know.
Mhm.
So they went to a great hotel with a great pool and buffet breakfast, which I love. Anyway, so during the tour, they give you everybody a lollipop because there's a little girl there who haunts the place who loves lollies. And you hold it out in your hand with your hand flat and call to her, say, "Come take the lolly." Well, with 30 people doing it at once, you're lucky if, you know, it's stupid. They should do a few people at a time. But, anyways, the little girl that was with my best friend's party, the lolly in her hand, stood up, rolled over like it was going to be taken, and no one was
Yeah.
around her. She filmed it. I'm gonna get the film, the video of it, but like nobody saw, like nobody was around her. Explain that.
Um, I wasn't there. I can't. But as I said when you first mentioned it to me, that if you told me everybody who was there, I would have guessed it would have been the youngest who got the
I
phenomena to
think it
happen.
was the youngest because she's another little girl and she felt comfortable taking the lolly from her.
Mm, no, I think entirely
Well, we'll
different. But
see when we get the video. Okay,
yeah, maybe. Yeah, we shall see.
we'll see.
Or not. Yeah.
What do you guys
Hi,
think?
hi, Taipan and Sally Scones. Good
You
to see
said
you.
hi to Pan when he came in,
Did I?
didn't you? Or was
Don't
that
think
for
so.
this morning? I am so
Oh, yeah.
lost for this morning. And thank
Um.
you for everybody who showed up this morning. I
hmm,
think we had a great show this morning. We sure did.
yeah.
We always do.
Thomas points out that he thought that I was your best friend. I am
Yeah.
AMG's best friend in England, who is made
Online.
who is made of Hessian and whose name begins with S.
No. Online. Yeah. She's living here with me. Like, not in my house, but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
She's my best friend offline. Yeah. I've known her for about 12, 13 years now.
Hmm.
That's the longest well, I mean, I still have people I talk to once in a while from grammar school. But I don't see them. I haven't seen them since I've been out here. So yeah,
Um,
it's sad.
Sally would like to know if the lollipop disappeared or not. I suspect not.
No, it moved a lot though. Apparently,
Hmm.
it moved somewhat at least. The girl
Hmm.
filmed it. We'll see it when I get like
Yeah.
remembering to do things is impossible for me, and even worse for Brandy.
Hmm.
So, well, now
Yes.
she's busy. She's very busy. She
Yeah.
got 4 kids. There's 9. No wait. Brandy, Jeff, Sadie, the baby, Keyshawn. Then
There's a few in
Damien,
her household
DS.
she
Wait,
looks
wait, wait,
after.
wait. Don't Simon. I mean, Spencer. See,
Hmm.
Corey, mom, dad. There's 11 people in her house, and they all kind of rely on her all the
Hmm.
time. So yeah, if she doesn't do it, no one will most of the
Yeah.
time. Her dad helps her a lot though. Um, Jeff's always at work, so he doesn't help with much. And when he gets home, he just sits in front of the video game. So yeah, it's all on Brandy's shoulders, and her brother Corey, older brother, he's disabled, so she takes care of him too. She's amazing. She's superwoman. So, yeah.
Um, Nightwolf says, sorry, Simon. He saw his mother 3 days after she died, and it freaked him out at 9 years old. Um,
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. You believe in.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Um,
I've had people say goodbye to me. I have. Usually in dreams, but I feel it. And that's the
yeah,
way of doing it.
I never denigrate anybody's personal beliefs and
No,
what
he's
they
good like
think
that.
they feel or saw and
We,
what have you.
yeah,
I mean, I
we can disagree,
actively I'm actively skeptical about it, but
but like,
if you say that happens, I am fully willing to believe that that's what you believe happened.
it's my my belief in God. Like, I know that's an irrational belief, but um, I believe, right? And I'm not gonna try to make anybody change their
Hmm.
mind or anything. And he knows that, like, we get along great
Yeah,
with him
I mean,
being a skeptic. Like, we don't go after each other, and
yeah,
he
I
never
mean,
do that to you guys
I
either.
could say it's a rational belief because if you don't believe in God, you're going to get cast into the fires of hell for all eternity. So,
I don't believe that. I just don't.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, you sort of, if you have
we
one, you
we
sort of have the other.
created no, we created hell the way we see it. Hell is described by God is just being removed from him. I'm not gonna get into this now. This is not what this is about. Let's move on.
Yeah,
So
as Captain Catcher says, I'm skeptical about being skeptical.
there you go.
Hmm.
So we're gonna stream Godfather 3 for us, but then in the I'm totally willing to do Godfather, all the Godfather movies, 1 and 2 at least. Then we're gonna do Goodfellas. We're gonna do probably Casino. Um, we're gonna do the classics of
Casino, would that
mob-based movies.
be the
Joe
Bugsy Siegel
Pesci, yeah.
story?
I want to do the Italian ones first, but yeah, we're gonna get to that. We could do the ones about the Witter brothers over in England.
Oh, the Cray twins?
Thank you. Um, yeah, but I want to start with the Italian movies. Maybe even do Scarface at one point.
Fistful of Dollars?
Bronx Tale, absolutely. Um, there's a lot of good movies. There really is.
Captain Cactus would like to know which Cray film.
It has Tom Hardy as the
I
brothers.
the one that I know has got Martin, whatever it is, who was in that
Tom
sort
Hardy.
of new romantic band.
Tom Hardy.
Maybe
Tom Hardy. I think it's just called The Craze, isn't it?
I don't know. It's not a film I've been
I don't
particularly interested in watching.
know. No what?
Uh,
No what?
oh, the Kemp brothers, Martin Kemp. Yeah.
Okay,
But
thank you.
which band were they in? Captain Cactus.
I just love Tom Hardy. He's
Hmm,
sexy.
uh,
You have all the Godfather
what
movies,
other movie?
Aaron? That's awesome. Do you mean all of them? All of them?
There's that including all the director cuts and the different versions.
Yeah. I've seen the saga and it's worth a watch. It's about 7 hours and change, but it's really worth the watch.
Right. Yes. They were in. Or I don't know whether they both were in Spandau Ballet, but Spandau Ballet. Yeah.
That's
The,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. I hated Spend Double Day, but anyways.
Yes.
Um.
Ditto.
So yeah, let's get back on the same conversation with each other.
Yeah. I didn't know there was more than one film about them. Um,
Yeah.
about
Apparently,
the craze. But,
leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah. Best line. Yep. Well, I like when he's meeting with the senator for the first time at his son's first communion party, um, which is a callback to the beginning of the first movie, where where his father's taking visitors at his daughter's wedding because no Sicilian can say no to
mm-hmm.
him. But I like the meeting with the senator where he's like, I want $250,000 for this, that, and the other thing, and then I want 5% for the rest of my life, whatever. And he's
Yep.
like, "This is, you can have my response right now, Senator. My offer is this: nothing." I love that scene.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just made that.
Yep. DM is there ahead of you, and Zebulon says, "Did someone say cannoli?"
Right. So.
Yes. Aaron has them on DVD. The
Oh,
Godfather
nice.
films. Mhm.
When am I showing Godfather Coda? I don't. Ask Simon.
I don't know.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Um.
Tuesday we have
Uh,
the chat.
yeah, could do it tomorrow.
All right.
Sort of early evening my time,
No matter
which
what time we
oh
watch, like if you can't make it to when we watch it, that's fine. I'll do it again, obviously. Yeah, that's
yeah,
fine with me. Who was that asking, by the way?
that was Paracord Princess.
Yeah. I can do it for everybody next weekend if you want to do that. I want to do them in order, so that'll be the third one I do for everybody.
Right.
So let's say this week, maybe Wednesday, I'll do the first Godfather. Right? Wednesday's good. Um,
Uh,
I just gotta
don't
find
know.
a time that's good for everybody.
Yeah,
See?
yeah, don't necessarily look at me because I've already seen it. So
Yeah. The time is hard to do. Like, I don't know if I want to watch it twice again, twice more times because I got UK and US. So I
hmm,
need to find a good time for both. If I do it something good for, you know, Europe and UK,
yeah,
it's gonna be during the workday for
US and vice versa.
Americans. So I
Yeah,
might have to wait till the weekend and do a
yeah,
double
and
feature
yeah, so,
Saturday
and
and Sunday.
bear in mind, give or take, both one and two are in the order of just shy of 3 hours long.
One's over. Two is three
No,
twenty.
is it?
Yeah, yeah. That's why 7 hours for
Right,
the saga.
right. Yeah, so the first one's 240 or 250,
Two
2 minutes.
55.
Right, yeah, yeah. So they're about 3 hours apiece, give or take. So,
We'll have intermissions,
hmm,
pee breaks. I might
yeah.
just do it next weekend. Yeah. Don't
Oh,
you think that's better?
well,
What?
sadly, Jennifer is going to be around all the time because she still hasn't found a new job. So,
Oh,
oh, sorry to hear
honey,
that,
I'm so
Jennifer.
sorry.
Yeah. And Thomas is saying, yeah, tell the truth at AMG. You want to be the godmother.
Who says I'm not?
Hi, hi, one day at a time.
Hi, one day at a time. Welcome. Um. Well, yeah. Problem is, a woman would never be made. You
Yes, Captain Cactus, there will be ice cream during the intervals, and I'll let you know how it tasted.
know. I like ice cream sandwiches, don't you?
We call them
Something
wafers.
the chocolate with the vanilla.
Oh, no, no, we call them choc ices.
Who? What? It's like it's chocolate cookie, then vanilla ice cream, then chocolate cookie.
No, we
You
don't
don't
tend
know
to
what
have
you.
those. Uh, a
Wow, that's
rectangular block of ice cream surrounded in
mhm.
chocolate, the thin layer of chocolate is a choc ice.
Okay.
A similar shaped rectangular block of ice cream with a wafer on top and bottom is
That's what I'm talking about.
it's
It's
called
a
a wafer.
chocolate
No,
wafer, whatever cookie
just,
on the
just
top
plain,
and bottom. It's rectangular. I'm gonna take
no,
a pic. Okay, I'll get a picture for you. God
just a
dang.
plain wafer about a mil or two thick.
Oh.
Basically, the same
Yeah.
stuff that ice cream cones are made out of.
Okay. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Here, I'll show you.
Mm.
All right, here we go.
Ah,
It's one of my favorite simple pleasures. Uh, Sharing my screen. Can you take the overlay out?
yes.
All right. Here they are. See it?
Right.
See it?
Yeah, yeah, similar thing, but the wafer is a bit thinner and it's just plain.
Let me play. Oh, it's not chocolate.
No,
Oh, without the
no.
chocolate, like people make their own with like
Hmm,
these, or you can get a kit to make like the rectangular and chocolate ones at
hmm,
home. But yeah, these are awesome. I love the Carvel ones that are. They look like these. They're called flying saucers
right.
at Carvel. There they are. Carvel.
You might be able to get them somewhere, but I've never seen one.
Anybody else over there seen these before? Klondike? You don't have Klondike bars?
Nope. I've heard the
Or ice cream
name, but I
sandwiches?
don't. Yeah,
Klondike, regular Klondike bar is what you're just called. It's like ice cream dipped in a chocolate shell.
yeah, that sounds like our choc ice.
Yeah, which is like a Magnum, right?
Ish, yeah.
A Magnum. All right, that's what I was thinking. You were talking about like a
Mhm,
Magnum. These look so good, don't they?
mhm. Apparently Nightwolf can make those.
Awesome. I've never had. Here's the Carvel one right there.
Right.
Don't it look good though? You think you'd like it? Oh, this one has frosting on it.
Yeah, they could be okay. Trouble is, I sometimes I get a bit leery about sort of fancy type stuff,
It's not
and
fancy. It's two
mm,
cookies with ice cream shoved
yeah.
in the middle. What's fancy about that?
Well, trouble is what your definition of a cookie is. No, not you, but the American definition of a cookie. It can be a bit bizarre.
How's that bizarre? This chocolate.
Apparently, we have the Oreo ones in the UK.
Okay,
Um,
there
so
you
it's
go.
not something I look for. So I
Here you
don't
go.
know.
These.
Right? Nah, I'm not a fan of Oreos. So
Me neither, but
mm,
I'm thinking it would just be regular ice cream, not anything gross
right,
like the cream. It might have cookies and cream ice cream in the middle though. I
right.
don't like cookies and cream. I just like the ones with the regular. Look at that Klondike Oreo.
Mm,
If it's vanilla, I'll take it.
right.
Yeah, it looks like vanilla. Okay, I'll try it. All right. I
Mhm.
love an ice cream sandwich. They're a simple pleasure from childhood.
Yeah. Um, Paracle Princess says, unfortunately, her son has autism and got very agitated when Connie and her husband were fighting in Godfather 1.
Oh
She's not
yeah,
sure which bothered him more, the fighting and yelling or the mess made when they're throwing things.
yeah. That's the scene. He's setting Sonny up to get
Mm,
killed. Yeah, bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's
Aaron,
so fucked up because Sonny brought him into the family. Sonny introduced him to his sister.
yes, it was almost forced, wasn't it? It was very
It
pressured.
was arranged,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't have been like he wasn't saying you had to marry the guy. He's trying to help her find a husband.
Mm,
It's something you
or
do for your younger
something.
sister.
Uh-huh.
Something you think is good for her. But he regretted that when he saw those black eyes.
Quite well, yes.
The way
I
he
would
went
like to think he
after
did.
her, and the biting of the knuckle is just so iconic. Italians do that.
And yes, and that is done as a threat or a curse or a what exactly?
It's kind of like Manaj, I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
Like it's a shocked anger thing.
Okay.
You've just seen something horrible, heard something horrible that you're like enraged or that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. It's what I bite down on your knuckle to prevent you screaming or saying something.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah,
Okie dokie.
very much.
Right. Well, after that sort of display of ice creamery and all that malarkey, Aaron says that he loves flying saucers.
Oh
Carvel is
yeah,
awesome.
Carvel's great. I grew up on this stuff. The ice cream cakes, everybody had to have them. Um, but
Apparently, biting your knuckle is what Italians do when they see pineapple on pizza.
yeah, this one does. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, Captain Cactus, that was a bit near the knuckle.
Uh,
Tumbleweeds.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, Ziggy says he's got chocolate wafers with Neapolitan ice cream.
Hey,
I would
hey.
probably go.
I've seen chocolate. I've seen all kinds.
Yeah, I'd probably go for that. Apart from I don't really like strawberry flavored ice cream.
Yeah, that's why I never got the Neapolitans.
Mm, yeah.
Anything, even the gallon of Neapolitan, which is
Mm.
Neapolitan's great when you have guests, a party, whatever. But you always see the only thing left is a strawberry. Very few people ask for strawberry ice cream. Have you noticed that?
Mm, yeah.
Especially if chocolate or vanilla is there. Very people are gonna eat it. They might eat it in a pinch if there's nothing else and they want some ice cream. But strawberries are
I,
great. I love
I
strawberries.
I like strawberries. I'm just not a great fan of strawberry
Me
flavored
neither.
things. Hi, Christopher Connor, who
Hi there.
mentions Carvel brown bonnets.
Brown bonnets. Is that Sunday?
I mean, that sounds like a cross between an Australian spider and a voracious chili.
You're weird. Was Carvel had a lot of um ready to go desserts. They had sundaes already pre-packed. It had they'd put the soft serve in, fudge, and a cherry, and in a clear plastic container, and put a lid on it. And you can go in and grab a bunch of sundaes and go home with them. You
Mhm.
see, or the flying saucers and other things as well. I just never got into the other things, so I don't know. I don't remember them. Because I was a Sunday girl. Give me a Sunday every day of the week. I'll eat it. So and I was the one who got the chocolate ice cream with the fudge. I just love chocolate
Mhm.
as a kid. Not so much now. Well, I still love chocolate. It's just I don't eat it much,
Right.
which is good because I'm diabetic. Um,
Yeah, Nightwolf asks what is a rhubarb.
a who?
Rhubarb's a
A vegetable? No,
it's I don't know what it
it's a
is
big leaf.
botanically. It's a large
Vegetable.
leafed plant with a fleshy stalk which you can eat
You can make
after.
pies and stuff.
Yeah, you sort of cook it and stuff like that.
You cook it, you boil it
It's
and
very
stuff.
nice. And
Really?
rhubarb. Sorry,
They're ugly though. They're
what?
ugly. Rhubarb.
No, it's
It's
not right.
ugly. It's ugly. The plant is ugly.
Hmm.
Looks like Seymour. I mean, Audrey.
Right,
Like one of her leaves. I
right.
don't like it. I don't like it. Nah. It used to grow like
Um,
a weed in my godmother's backyard. Nobody ate them. They were there though. Sorry. Good.
right, we're getting calls that it's a fruit. I'm not sure whether it is or it isn't, but
Okay.
I
I'll
just,
believe
I just,
you. But tomatoes are fruit, so what am
I,
I to say?
yeah, I just know that rhubarb crumble, as Captain Cactus says, is really good with or without ice cream.
What kind of flavor does a rhubarb have? Is it like a berry or what?
It's a bit tart, bit astringent.
Like a lemon?
Um, I it's very
Sweet
difficult
at
to
all?
classify.
So there's
Sorry,
nothing in the world that it tastes like.
yeah, rhubarb.
Oh, I smack you. Scuff on bush.
Oh, don't promise me a good time. Um,
Oh, my.
Snark says that
It's very tart, Aaron.
yeah. Uh, st-
Snarky.
Apparently, strawberry is one of the simplest flavors to create artificially. It's basically one kind of tasty molecule, but it's not
Really?
perfect. So strawberry flavor is not strawberry. Now that's the that's the
What?
thing that gets me. I think my dislike of strawberry flavored things hails back to the dim and distant past.
What I
Um,
tried and not so
because
good?
yeah, strawberries as a child, yeah, even now I like strawberries. And when I was a child, they were a treat. They weren't available all year round. Um, so strawberry ice cream, thinking, oh great,
They're
strawberries,
not.
love strawberries. But
I mean,
strawberry ice cream back those days, I think the taste was more
yeah, I get
chemically
it.
clever than so it just put me off.
Um, damn it, what was I gonna say? Well, now they're only uh available all year round from hot houses, and they don't taste right. They don't taste as good
Um,
as when they're in season.
yes. I mean, well,
Uh,
partly they're available all year round because they're imported from all
yeah,
over the world. Yeah, when you used to either have them in your garden or we went to
yeah,
a pick your own farm and
they had to be
did it,
hot house.
and
Yeah,
they're seasonal, and yeah, they
but
were a lot different.
oh, I forgot the whole thing while I was telling the story about from Brandy's thing. She brought me back a gift. Uh, she brought me back baking soda, and it's only really to put on my bookshelf because it's an oddity.
Um,
Um,
can I just
but
clarify that?
I
That
love bacon. What?
that's bacon, BACON soda, not
Yeah.
baking soda,
Oh,
which is what I thought
bacon.
AMG was talking about when first mentioned. I couldn't understand why the hell she'd bring baking soda back, but it's bacon soda.
Like the breakfast meat. Yeah, bacon flavored
Yeah,
soda.
yeah.
As it, like kind of a gag, kind of a gift. She does love bacon, so yeah. But apparently, people want me to try it now on air. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Um, the company who makes it makes ranch dressing flavored soda. They make sour cream and onion flavored soda, macaroni and cheese flavored soda. Uh,
Yeah, I
all
think
the
that's a
nasties.
I think that's a soda company that needs to go out of business.
It's novelty, right? So, but nobody ever thought. Well, I've only seen one person ever taste test them, um, and it didn't look like she was enjoying it. Quite frankly, so maybe I'll do it. But ooh, we gotta get a lot of likes.
Okay, bye, Aaron. Or
Hi
charge your
Aaron.
charge your battery. And sorry about the only 10 minutes notice. Take care.
Let me say goodbye.
Sorry,
Let
don't need
me
goodbye.
say goodbye.
You can't say goodbye.
I don't want to know. You did. I don't want to.
Well, we can both say goodbye.
No, you did it first. I
Oh,
don't want to
sorry.
do it now.
Oh yeah, she's in the corner pouting.
Anyways, so yeah. And then also was gonna say I don't remember. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Snot, there's a question for you.
Okay.
How do you dress a ranch?
Is this a joke?
Well, ranch dressing?
Okay. How?
No, I think is calling into question the name more than anything else.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's basically, and I found out what's in ranch dressing. It's mayonnaise, sour cream, buttermilk, dill, some pepper, black pepper. Um, I think that's it. A couple and some other seasoning, but that's the most.
But, and
And
as
I'm not in any way, shape, or form attracted to that flavor profile.
why would they call it ranch apart from anything else?
I don't know. It's like the heaviest thing you could ever think to put on a salad.
Right.
Well, it's a salad dressing, apparently. I
Uh-huh.
think if you're eating a salad, putting that glop of cholesterol on top of it is not a salad anymore. It's just
Mm.
not. It's a dish of artery hardening. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Like I like, I grew up on literally oil and vinegar, on the table. We use
Yes.
that. Then every once in a while, if it was like a fancy occasion, we made Italian dressing from scratch, where we bought like the wishbone stuff, all those. But if
Wishbone?
you get
What?
it's a brand that you know.
Ah, okay.
So if you buy an Italian dressing and it's pale yellow or clear, they're using white or apple cider vinegar. We don't do that ever. You'll never see somebody put vinegar on the table and it be anything but either red wine or balsamic. I
Now,
don't know
many.
why the companies do that, but most companies do. Now you can get red wine or balsamic vinaigrettes, but I never understood growing up why they were all that oil looking color. Go ahead. Sorry.
I remember years ago when I was working for a supermarket chain, which is now defunct.
Hmm.
The assistant manager, uh, I don't know why he just suddenly decided, we'll put some, Italian salad on sale. So everybody's looking at going, what? And he went off, chopped up various bits of vegetables, chucked some oil, some vinegar, and some sugar on it, tossed it all up, and he said, "There you go, Italian salad."
Really?
And I've got, yeah, and I don't think he was Italian
No,
himself,
I
so
don't think so.
no, not with the
Probably
same
not.
name like Honeyset.
No.
Yeah. Oh God, Snot's got another one.
Okay, what?
Does anybody know why the tomato blushed?
Wait, like, because he couldn't catch up? Catch up? Get
Hmm
it? No?
Possibly. That's
I don't
about.
know.
I think it's got to be a play on the catch up thing.
Because he was sauced?
Oh, hang on a minute.
But.
No, it's because it saw the salad dressing.
Ah! Yeah. I've heard
Uh,
the why was the tomato breathing hard? Because he had a hard
couldn't
time
catch
catching
up.
it
Catch up.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to catch up or something like that.
Mhm.
Or, yeah. So
Um, Apparently, the best dressing is balsamic vinegar and oil.
I love it. It's simple and it's classic. I like red wine vinegar and oil quite fine. Especially on my tomato salad. I know. God forbid.
I must admit, if I'm going for vinegar at all, it'll be malt vinegar by preference.
No, I've said tomato salad.
I
Your
know.
worst nightmare.
Uh, Probably not, but close.
Tomato salad is. I made them only with garden tomatoes, so that's why I haven't had one in about 15 years. And you make them into wedges, and you get some. I get onion, just fresh onion, and I cut it, and then some oil. I put vinegar in mine because I like it. You get some good bread, and there you go. It's a
Mhm.
beautiful light lunch or snack. The garden tomato is beautiful on its own. You could eat it as but I haven't had
Mm,
garden tomatoes since I moved here.
Not not convinced about the tomato salad, but there you go.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey.
That's all right.
What
Don't worry
about
about it.
what about a caprese salad, which is the
Oh, what? Sorry.
mozzarella and tomatoes caprese salad?
What part of no tomatoes are we missing?
No, but can you see why that would be beautiful? Maybe a little
Mm,
onion, red onion,
no.
some basil. Ba- Basil oil is very nice.
Basil oil? Do you mean basil? What?
Don't make me hurt
Can you
you.
get oil out of basil?
Don't make me hurt you. Not in front of the
Uh,
guests.
yes, yes. Behave in front of the children.
Right?
Uh, yeah, back in the day, chips.
Chips.
UK crisp was yes. Oh, salt and vinegar. Yes. The
I've never had those.
there was a crisp company called Walkers, and every
Okay.
now and again they ask various celebrities to come up with a flavour of crisp. And there was a famous footballer called Gary Lineker who
Uh,
was the front man in a lot of commercials for Walker crisps. So they came up with a salt and Lineker crisp.
salt and what?
Lineker,
Is
as
that
in
what
the
you
guy's
said?
as in the guy's surname.
So what's Linica?
I assume it was a salt and vinegar crisp or
Okay.
salt. Um,
Never did try it though.
yeah.
Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar crisps are nice.
Is it like a malt vinegar?
I believe
Not
so.
a red
Yes.
wine, right?
Um,
Oh, okay. That
I
makes
think
sense.
I think some of the crisps you can get are sea salt and vinegar, or it might be balsamic vinegar, or
Yeah,
a different type of vinegar taste, supposedly. But
right.
depends. Um, and Taipan reckons a movie to stream would be Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I just was watching. So in that movie, yeah, I think in the beginning, quite frankly, there's a helicopter crash. That's real.
So
When they
which
were
film?
filming Tactical Tomatoes.
Oh right, okay.
Somebody just knock on my door. What was that?
I don't know. Didn't
So
hear anything.
in the beginning of the movie, there's a helicopter crash, and that's very much real. Um, the guy was came in at too much of an angle, bumped his rotor on the ground, lost the rear rotor, and started spinning out and crashed right there. And they kept it in the movie because why wouldn't they, right? So if you watch it, you could see like there's sheriffs around it, and you could see when they're watching this helicopter come in, and they're acting, not acting. Oh my god, what happened? Like they go, oh my god, like they're all reacting, not
Hmm.
acting anymore. You know what I'm saying? Also in Tora Tora Tora,
Hmm.
remember that classic?
I've seen it, but long, long, long time ago.
Right. So during the bombing and stuff, you see a plane on the runway, and it's supposed to be taking off or something. Well, it's a remote control plane. So during the filming, it's filled with a bunch of pyrotechnics. By the way, it's going to explode on the runway taking
Uh
off.
huh.
So something happens. The remote control goes haywire, and it's going down where there's a line of planes that are parked, about to go off, be used. It crashes into them and blows up, and all the planes blow up too. You probably remember the scene.
Right.
Well, that's real. They did not mean to do that. So all those extras in the scene are running for their lives for real.
Right.
One guy, you see him face plant and almost does not get out of the way. He has to get up and he's like scrambling, crawling, scrambling out of the way. It's insane when you know it's real. I I would say go to if you don't want to watch the movie, go to YouTube and look up that scene.
Right.
It's it's butt puckering when you know that's really happening, and
Hmm.
you're like, oh my god, that guy's not gonna get out of the way, and then they're like all running for their lives, and the cameraman was great. He stood with it like he must have been a war reporter or something at first, because he never faltered.
Or he was a man with a very good zoom lens.
Well, they're all running, and he starts following them running away, and you could see the point where the director's like, no, no, nope, still acting, go back to where the explosions are going, and
Yeah.
you see them go back, and pick up the scene. It's crazy. Stuntmen were cowboys back then. Stunts were a lot scarier to do.
Yes. Hi, K-Rab. And I'm not sure whether
Hey,
I've seen
K-Rab.
I'm not sure I've seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, but the
It's the
bits of it
stupidest movie ever made.
I've seen bits of from it, and yeah, hysterical is an
Yeah, you see,
appropriate term
you
for it.
could tell that somebody's been rolling them from off camera,
Hmm.
or and then they're shooting. There's a scene where there's a bunch of men just shooting at tomatoes on the ground. After the helicopter crashes, they start
Uh-huh.
shooting at tomatoes that are on the ground. It's what? Who came up with that?
I don't know, but I must admit, if there were tomatoes on the ground and I wanted to get rid of them, I'd probably stamp on them as opposed to anything
You
else.
can't get near them; they'll kill you. What is the storyline of that? Does anybody
I
know? Has anybody seen it?
I don't have a bastard clue. To be said, don't have a clue.
What is the plot of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? I need to know. I don't want to watch it,
Um,
so please
well,
somebody tell me.
apart from risible, I don't know.
I really do want to know. Because, like, are they from a different planet? Why are they attacking?
Presumably, they are disconcerted with their sort of brothers in stalks being eaten
Yeah,
by
like, is
humans.
it because we eat them?
Hmm.
Are they from Earth and become sentient? Like, what? Please
I
tell.
wish I had a good answer
Somebody in the
for you,
chat
but
must know. That's what I'm saying. So
um,
just keep looking.
or if not knowing directly, I'm sure somebody in the chat has
It's
the ability
heard.
to sort of have a quick beak at IMDb and maybe get a gist of a plot for us. Because as I say, I personally don't have a clue what it's about. I suspect they are space tomatoes, but I wouldn't like to put money on it. That'll just be
What did
me.
Nightwolf say? AMG. Okay.
Hang on. Um, okay, Italian salad. Do you use lettuce or not? He doesn't.
Yeah, we use lettuce. We always use lettuce. We use it in antipasta too, as the bed you put the stuff on. I like lettuce.
Right. Right.
We use
Jason.
iceberg mostly. But
Um, Jason
but
suggests
excuse me.
streaming it after the Godfather movies.
Sharing what?
Attack of the Killer
Oh,
Tomatoes.
so by the way,
And
there's
there we
many
go.
salads. So there's pepper salad. There's all kinds of salads.
Hmm.
So, but in a regular salad, yeah, absolutely we use lettuce.
Jason comes up with a quote, which I assume is um, pulled from somewhere. A group of scientists band together to save the world from mutated killer tomatoes.
Why are they killer? That's what I need to
Now,
know.
that sentence begs the question
IMDb probably.
of are there normal killer tomatoes as opposed to mutated ones?
Why are you being weird?
Well, yeah, that's what you pay me for.
Oh, right. Cliff was supposed to be here. Uh, that's why he's on the thumbnail. Just so you know,
Hmm.
we invited him. He just doesn't like us anymore. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Right. He is offline in Discord, so
He
he
probably
can
fell
get the
asleep.
notification. Yeah.
Yeah. The tomatoes are mutated. I know they're
Yes.
mutated, but what are they mutated like for? Were they trying to
Uh,
like make more tomatoes so they could feed the world?
I would hazard a guess
Is it
that
GMO thing?
in the era the film was produced in, probably radioactive mutations.
Yeah, but why were they like? It says they mutated them on purpose. So why did they mutate them? What were they
Uh,
trying to make?
pass.
Not they were obviously they weren't weaponizing tomatoes. I
Hmm.
hope. So what were they trying to get to, and why are they, how did they kill us? By the way, in the movie,
I think they absorb.
it's not the blob.
I
Is it
don't
like the
know.
blob? No, because there's several many.
Or maybe just roll over and batter us.
They're little cherry tomatoes and stuff too. So how
The
does a tomato kill you?
what, a large tomato? I mean, there are
Yeah,
big
there's
ones.
large ones, but there's cherry tomatoes as well. There's small ones,
Uh,
like
don't,
regular tomato size.
don't,
I've seen
don't.
clips of the movie. You're gonna make me watch the movie, guys, aren't you? Please don't do that to me.
Taipan says the story involves tomatoes becoming sentient by unknown means and revolting against humanity.
Oh my god.
Nightwolf, nothing anybody here did, I don't believe.
What?
Possibly YouTube just kicked him out by
Yeah, we didn't do
YouTube
anything
being
back.
random. Sorry.
It could have been a glitch in your connection too.
Hmm.
Things like that happen all the time, dude. Um. All right, so let me ask you about this movie. I've always wondered about. Then, Blood Beach. What was that about?
I
So you walk on the beach, and all of a sudden, something pulls you down into the sand. Just seeing the commercials when I was a kid scared me so much I wouldn't go on the beach for years. And if I did, I ran straight to the water from the concrete.
right. I'm not sure whether I've heard the title of the film, so I'm certain I've never actually seen it. So I don't have a clue about it, I'm afraid. So can't really help.
Yeah, I didn't think you could. But I
Yeah,
need to know.
sorry.
I need to know.
I
Really?
think
Or
I would
more
be.
about beaches. Huh?
It was about a beach. Yeah, riveting. And Thomas Sand Sharks.
Was it
Hi,
sad?
Shaving Ryan's Privates.
No. Hi, shaving. Welcome. It was a,
Says sorry, he's thinking about the Tremors
yeah, I
stuff.
didn't think so.
And they were good
Those
films.
are
Tremors.
sandworms, not sand sharks.
Yeah,
Tremors.
yeah, good film though. All good films.
You liked it?
Yeah,
Tremors.
yeah,
About the big worms
yeah,
underground.
yeah. Hilarious
Well,
film.
okay. I never saw it because I wasn't.
No, very good.
It had
Um,
everything going against it, for me at least. It had big worms.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. And big worms.
Hmm.
Did I mention the worms?
I don't think so.
And they ate you in
Right.
nasty way.
In which case, can I recommend you not watching a film? I think it's called Mongolian Bloodworms.
Absolutely.
Uh
Don't
huh.
tell me.
It's a
20.
really good. It's a fun film, but not for
No,
everybody, I
no,
suspect.
no, no, no. I saw. Let's not. Let's move on because I'm gonna freak out.
Oh,
Because I'm.
apparently, Blood Sand
Is that it?
is the premise conceived by Stephen Nalovansky involves a creature lurking beneath the sand of Santa Monica Beach that attacks locals and vacationers. Oh,
That's it.
hi Cliff. Um,
Oh, he
he
showed up.
thought the streamers later.
Okay, so I sent him the spotty the clip the thing.
Yep.
So it's Blood Sand. Is that the name of it? Why did I think it was Blood Beach? It's close.
Pass.
Is there a Blood Beach too? So it's a creature that. Do we ever
Most
see it? Do
certainly.
we? What? What?
Almost certainly there was also a Blood Beach. And
Problem.
if you hang on a sec, I'll just readjust this.
Readjustments are
So,
necessary.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll never get me alive, Papa.
Yeah. Oops.
You dirty rat. I want to do. I want to be able to do voices so bad, but I can't hear well enough to do it.
And Lou, it was a pleasure to stream for you twice today. So glad you
Awesome.
find it a pleasure to see us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squirm is a very good film to avoid. If it's the
Okay.
one I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Yeah. That's
Let's
yuck.
not. This is not.
Yeah.
But like I got a couple more questions about blood sand or whatever it was. Now, do they kill the monster? Do they see the monster? Where did the monster come from? Has it always been there, and why was it dormant? These
Spoiler
are the
alert.
things I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Well, I don't have any beaches around me now,
Hmm.
but I hope to go back home someday, and I need to know because
Hi, up and out.
I gotta tell you, when I saw those commercials, I was scared. It's stupid, I know, but I was a kid, and it freaked me out for years.
Just as a passing point, we call them trailers, not commercials.
Yeah, we only started calling. I only knew them as trailers for the last few years.
Hi, Connie. Um,
Hi.
apparently, The Sand is the name of the movie with the monster in the sand. Apparently,
See, we never know. Let me do the. Where's?
uh, yes, Them is a brilliant film,
Can
but
we
not
not
seen
talk
it for
about
a
the
while.
scary ones? Let's talk about something cute. Come on.
Oh, cute, such as
I don't know. Something cute. There's cute, plenty of cute things. All dogs go to heaven. I don't care.
um, Connie says after she saw Jaws the first time, she refused to hang her foot over the edge of her bed for weeks.
Yeah, see? All kinds of stuff.
Hi, Cliff.
Hey guys. Oh man, I had a
Um,
rough go last
and
night.
Thomas says this.
What?
Sorry?
What did Cliff say?
I just said I had a rough go of it last night.
Ah,
Oh, sorry, hon. You
Oh, no
want to do
worries.
the layout, Simon?
um,
You gotta put it in
yeah,
the
can do.
three. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Oh, sorry, Clippy. What were you saying, man?
I
Is
was
it
just
sleep?
saying,
Nightmares?
yeah, I just had real trouble sleeping, and
You need to see a doctor because you need some sleep, my dear boy. You don't sleep ever. Whenever time if I wake up in the middle of the night, if I go into to the DM room and I say something, you're there. You'll answer within a few minutes, and that's just not good.
yeah, I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you was there for me, but damn,
Hi,
I like
Mike
to see you sleep.
and Squasher.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
We've got suggestions of the Care Bear movie. Warship Down is a bit dark in places.
Watership Down, you said? I hate
Yeah.
that movie.
w-
Hate the movie, hate the book.
mhm.
Never a fan.
Or Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Stupid. That's just dumb.
And
But
Jason reckons that sleep is overrated. Yeah, it is until you don't have any.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, like a lot of things, you don't know how much you miss it until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will go with that.
Is there a film called Open Season?
Yes, it's a animated one. It's Pixar, Disney. I don't know. Actually, could be independent.
Uh-huh.
It's cute. It's very cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have to talk about animated squirrels and stuff. It's okay.
Okay.
We can
Well,
talk
I was
about
just going.
animated lemurs.
Oh, I've got a sudden urge to go to Madagascar.
Yeah, think.
Buddy Gascan.
Yeah, it's the devil's anus.
Hmm.
Ow, I hurt myself.
What are you doing?
Lucifer's toilet.
Yeah, he really hated it there
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
because they stole his computer. He
um,
yelled help in English, and nobody did nothing.
um,
Tisk,
I'm
tisk,
having
tisk.
doubts about this, but Connie apparently reckons there's a cheesy monster movies that she loves. One of her favorites is Sharktopus.
Sharknado?
Shark.
No,
Sharktopus? I know
Sharktopus.
Sharknado, but I've
Sharknado,
never.
yeah, that was mentioned a bit earlier. I assume that's some creature's a cross between a shark and an octopus, and I'm going to guess it's not the fun that ends of either of them.
Well,
No,
that would
it's
just be weird.
8 tentacles of fury, probably.
Tentacles and a
Uh,
big mouth. Ah.
yeah, I mean, I think I prefer it the other way around. A very large
A
finned
fin
blob
and a
and a
head?
beak. Yeah, it would have a beak, but yeah,
It would
still
just
not fun.
pirouette
Hmm,
to the bottom of the ocean and die.
hmm.
What the hell?
Apparently, octopi are friendly.
Nah. Not the
I
big
don't,
ones. Not big
I
ones.
don't, I don't think they're overtly hostile.
They're, as far as, well, according to Casual Geographic, who's the man, they're very skittish about humans. They don't like to be around humans. They're very smart animals. That's why.
They are intelligent, yes.
So no, they don't like us. The little ones might be okay, but don't get around a big one because it will come for you.
Well, it's the general advice concerning any wild animal. The clue is in the name.
You know,
What I,
but people are stupid. They're like,
oh
oh
yeah,
look, I want to try to pet it, which is
mm,
totally something I would do, but not with an octopus. Anywhere where I am at a disadvantage, like under the water, psst, no,
hmm
just not gonna do it. I can't breathe
yeah,
there. If it grabbed my line with one
yeah,
of its many tentacles, I'd
yes.
be
And
out of luck.
I'm sure the kraken would put the pink sub in a death grip as well.
Yeah, right.
The squids, they're scary.
Hey, can we all write to whatever people we need to write to have a pink sub put in Subnautica? I'd play it. I'd play it. I know it's not relevant anymore. It's 150 years old, the game, but I'd play it. I think it'd be cute.
I don't think I've ever seen the game.
Magic helped with it. He
Well,
play tested it.
remember the
What?
game with the pink sub that someone was playing and they put the music over it?
No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't.
they had the punk track about the pink submarine, and they were playing a game where they're piloting a pink submarine around, picking up
Uh,
gems and stuff.
okay,
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
it was like a year ago.
Well, neat.
Okay, good night, Snark. Be good.
Nice, Snarky. Thanks for
Thank you for
coming.
coming by.
It's always
Bye.
good to see you.
Sausha's favorite animated movie is The Last Unicorn.
I've never seen that, sweetheart. Never.
I think I don't know. I've got this nasty feeling I have, but I'm not sure.
What would be your, and I'm saying to all of you here that can hear me, what's your favorite animated movie? That's a good question because I don't know.
Oy.
That's a hard one, really.
It is not a
Because
simple
there's some
one.
really good ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Disney, so that opens it up.
I can almost guarantee it wouldn't be. Although I would put Fantasia, the original Fantasia, really
You
high
like
up,
Fantasia?
if only for the music.
See, I saw it as a kid. I
Yep.
was like 8,
Okay.
so I was not into it.
Yeah.
But
I was more into it for the music than the actual animation, but I still liked it. But it's like, an actual animated film. Yeah, that was something I'd have to sit and think about. I mean, if only to think of one.
yeah.
For me, it would be Toy Story.
Yeah?
Yeah,
The first one?
yeah.
Why?
I like the voice acting. I like the story. It's good. It's a good movie.
Okay.
I've never actually seen any of the Toy Stories.
Woody
Uh,
Harrelson, right?
mm,
No, wait. I mean,
no, Tom
What is
Hanks.
his doll? Tom
Tim Allen.
Hanks, Tim
Tim
Allen. Who else? There's a bunch of people in it.
Jim Varney is in it.
Yeah. Who
Um,
played?
Don't know the name offhand.
Ernest. All the Ernest movies.
Who?
Ernest movies. You
They
never
are
seen
what? Never heard of them.
Ernest! Mud on me!
What?
Stop it. His
What?
name's Ernest. It's a guy named Ernest.
I get that much.
Well, then stop saying what?
No, but to me, you're shouting random things, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Ernest. He kept saying Ernest. You kept saying what?
Yeah, because I don't know what. Yeah, if I said,
So
yeah,
don't just keep
Fred.
saying what. Say what is that, or what is it about, or is that a film? Like, don't just keep saying what, because then we're like, does he not hear us? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you. I get confused when you say what. Like, is he not hearing? I don't know what's going on. I did not like the Ernest movies. He is this guy who's like, but
No.
he's not smart, not sophisticated at all. He's kind of a fuck up, but with a big heart that means well.
I can almost guarantee I'd hate the film then.
Oh yeah, you would. But he's a very nice person who means the best. He's always trying to help, but he just cocks it up because he's stupid and unsophisticated. Like a Mr. Bean.
Oh God.
Yeah. Don't
you hate Mr. Bean? Jeez.
I hate Mr. Bean.
Yeah. Thomas says Wizards was a good animated film, and yeah, I'm seeing that, and yeah, I think I agree with you. It was very good.
I'm trying to think of my favorite.
Jennifer loved The Page Master.
Don't know that one either. I've not seen a lot of animation, I guess.
Up and Out is going for Yellow Submarine.
Never saw that.
Connie H, her husband and she love animated films. Some of the favourites are Up, Sing, Storks, Secret Life of Pets, Despicable Me, and The Incredibles.
I've only seen The Incredibles in that list. Oh my god.
Somebody somewhere mentioned. Oh, Mike mentioned Heavy Metal.
I never saw the whole thing of that.
I've seen it.
Can you not keep going when I'm trying to keep up? Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep up, and I'm trying to, be part of the conversation. That's all.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. My bad.
Mike reckoned Thomas reckoned that'd be a film I'd like, and I saw it a while back. Heavy Metal, and I wasn't that taken with it.
We were talking about that just the other day, weren't we?
Don't think so.
Weren't we talking about Heavy Metal? We said something. I said something was like it. Yeah. Remember, I said that Riddick movie was a lot like it. I thought. Remember?
It's been too long since I've seen it. Heavy Metal. Let's say.
No, but I'm saying we were just talking about it. Do you remember that?
I think you mentioned it. Yeah. But
yeah. The Riddick movie, because we were gonna watch it if I could find it.
Yeah.
What was your favorite, Simon?
Mine. I can't really.
Did you come up with one yet?
I can't really decide on one.
Cliff, you said Toy Story. I can't come up with one either. Give me more ideas, guys.
Taipan agrees with somebody else who said Incredibles. Hi, Joshua. Joshua.
What else is there?
Besides
Disney, like Pixar, I like Monsters Inc. That was cute, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Who's in that?
John Goodman and someone else.
Yeah, Mike. Do any of us like Japanese animated movies?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not an anime person. So.
It's I don't care what type of thing it is. If it's enjoyable, I like it. And I've seen some animated Japanese stuff, which I really like.
I'm not a big anime person either.
Yeah,
You told me some of the anime Japanese stuff that you've liked.
Yeah.
What was it about, what was that one again you told me about? Damn. Did you ever see Cowboy Bebop?
I've seen bits of it.
The
Yeah,
Firefly
the
thing?
anime series. Yeah. Again,
Um,
wasn't wholly taken with that.
no?
Yes, Sorsha, Studio Ghibli
What's that?
produce some very good. So, anime studio in Japan have got a particular style of animation drawing.
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Howl's Moving Castle.
We're losing
The,
Cap. If you want to say goodnight.
all right, good night, Captain. Be
Night,
good.
Cap.
Take care.
So,
Iron Giant and Fern Gully.
Iron Giant is a great movie. Great
Hmm.
movie.
Yeah.
I love that. It broke my heart.
Hi, Arthur
Right?
3.
What?
Yes, I've seen it, but again, so long
Vin
ago,
Diesel.
I can't remember all about it.
Vin Diesel was the Giant's voice.
Right.
But
Okay.
all right, let me ask you a question. God damn this ringtone. Sorry.
And
So,
yes,
let me-
Sorsha. Sorry,
Good.
Sorsha was mentioning a Studio Ghibli film, Spirited Away, which is very good.
Why is Walmart telling me I'm about to get a delivery? I did not order anything. My nausea. So, I don't think I did.
Taipang goes for Shrek. It's quite
Oh
a fun
yeah, how
animated
did I
film.
forget Shrek?
That's
a good
the
one.
problem with coming up with the what's your
Right?
favourite. Yeah, as soon as you say, oh yeah, these are my favourite things, somebody will say, oh yeah, but what about so and so? And you think, oh crap, yep, that's in my top 5
I didn't even
as well.
think of Shrek. Like I could.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I come up with a subject, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
Shrek.
can't think of anything I talked about. like I
Mm.
can't come up with and there's no delivery coming. I can't come up with an animated movie that I like. And I'm like,
Right.
I asked the question.
I mean, if you would stretch that to an animated series, I think I might say
Like, what would
Girls
that
Under
be?
Panzer.
What?
Sorry,
What anime series? Said?
Girls Under Panzer.
You told me about that, and I don't remember what it is.
It is the perfectly reasonable facts of high school girls driving, in effect, World War II tanks, firing
Right.
real shells at one another to learn how to be
Why?
graceful.
It sounds
What?
Japanese. Sounds Japanese to me.
Yeah,
So it's Japanese as fuck. Why? Wait. To learn to be graceful, they're doing.
and driving tanks around and taking part in competitive combat. It's
Wait a minute. Like, all right. So when we wanted to learn to be graceful, we walked with a book on our heads.
I mean, there are other attributes that it supposedly helps out with, but
I would think.
the
Really.
ludicrousness of it aside, it is brilliantly done. I mean, I know I can be a bit of a nerd on certain subjects, but
Yeah.
when you see the tanks, the cartoon anime tanks, you think, that's a Panzer IV, that's a Stug,
So they're accurately drawn.
They're very accurately drawn.
Okay.
And apart from they drift them occasionally, which is a bit, they also have the movement down pretty darn well. Like when they stop, they don't just stop; they rock on the tracks.
Yeah.
It's
So
done really well.
what I always wondered was they say Firefly was loosely based on Cowboy Bebop,
Possibly.
and I don't see it. From what the 10 minutes I watched, I was like, "What? I don't.
It's
How?
It's a guy hauling stuff around the space, as far as I can tell, and from the name
Is he
Cowboy
like-
Bebop, Firefly is sort of
Oh yeah, I see what
Chinese
you're saying. I see.
cowboys in space because he's a space cowboy.
I gotcha.
Ish.
Okay.
So
Thank you. It's
I
not like a
think
1-to-1 thing. It's
no,
loosely translated. Okay, gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Anybody watch
Um,
Firefly here? I loved it.
oh god, yes.
It
Got
was
the box
robbed.
set, got the film. Yeah, all good.
Like totally, we were robbed of what could have been a great series, you know.
Hmm.
But then again, would it have been as great if we had 8 years of it? What do you think?
I don't know.
Does anyone remember the show Space Above and Beyond? I think it was called.
I remember the title.
Vaguely.
That was Space Marines or something like that. In effect, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Vaguely recall.
I used to like
I
that show.
think I've seen one or two of them.
I don't know. I,
Uh,
I vaguely remember something like that.
hmm.
But
Yeah,
then again,
and they knew it was around, but okay. Take care, Nightwolf. Be good.
night.
I know.
Yeah, they're so out of range. I
Sorry,
think
what out of right?
I got I did get a delivery earlier when we were watching the movie, remember?
Okay. Yeah.
And I believe it was a little lamb for the baby. Easter's coming and I'm gonna make a tiny basket. But I did get a delivery the other day and I got they they have Easter baskets now that are plushy.
Yeah.
And my parents aren't here to make me an Easter basket anymore. So I was gonna make myself. Somebody's at
That's
my
a
door.
delivery
I'll
for
be
you.
right back. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
I'll mute you. Ways to go. Um, God, all these science fiction films that are people are mentioning, like Space 1999, Star Cops, Earth 2. I've heard of Space 1999, but Star Cops and Earth 2, not so much.
How about Red
And
Dwarf?
Red Dwarf, yes. Mostly there were bits of it that don't quite do it for me, but on the whole, yeah, pretty good.
Hmm.
Um, apparently, Star Cops was a British sci-fi, so don't recall that. Lake 7, would hazard a guess nobody knows. Mike, yeah, Babylon 5, absolutely brilliant sci-fi space station saga, which knocks Deep Space Nine into a cocked hat, in my humble opinion.
See, I watched one, but not the other. I watched Deep Space Nine, but I never watched Babylon 5.
Right. I saw the initial episodes of DS9 and I thought it was okay. Didn't see a lot of them, and then saw the occasional sporadic one intermittently. So I never really got into it. But Babylon 5, yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
No. What's wrong? Your lamb? All
No.
crushed?
I went to the door and it wasn't the delivery guy that was there. I don't know who it was. Some guy named Carl
Huh?
picked up the package to hand to me, and he said, can I wash your windows for $10?"
Oh,
I don't have cash. I never
right.
have cash on me, so he wants to come back tomorrow. I'm just gonna give him the money tomorrow, but I feel horrible. I gotta learn to keep cash. I gotta.
Hmm.
I feel so bad. He's an older man, and oh god, should I have offered him like food or something? I don't know.
Um,
My heart is breaking right now. He looks so
yeah.
sweet.
You can't look after everybody. Don't worry about it.
He'll be here tomorrow, so I'll make sure I
Okay.
get something when I'm out with Brandy. Let me
Uh-huh.
tell Brandy now to remind me.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, but
That's okay.
if you could have seen him, he looks so sad. She'll have money too.
Hmm.
She always has cash because she's a mom. She's smart.
Right. Okay, so
I
a
just
few
never
people.
go out, guys. I don't have
Right.
a car, so I'm
Yeah.
never.
I mean, the actual need for hard cash is limited.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a couple of people in chat have heard of Lake 7, a sci-fi series.
must-
So,
He must have been the one knocking before.
right.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
don't mean to go on, but
Yep. And a lot of people reckoning that Babylon 5 was awesome, and they are, of course, wholly correct. I hadn't heard about that, Jason. A remaining cast project for Babylon 5 coming out this year.
oh yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I think I'd have liked it if the follow-on series, was it Excalibur, had continued, but I'm not sure I now would want a sort of, basically a follow-on. Because how long ago did Babylon 5 stop? When was the last season?
it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a good 30 years, maybe more.
Yeah. Like I'm saying 30. Like it was on in the 80s, no, late 80s.
1998,
Yeah. So
Last one.
30
Okay,
years. Yeah.
25 years ago.
Yeah, so not sure I'd want to see that. Although bits of me would twitch and wonder what they're going to do. I mean, would it be J. Michael Straczynski who is doing it? Jason, do you know? What other? We seem to have gone from anime to science fiction films. MG.
Yeah.
Mike says Battlestar Galactica, original or remake, sir? He said being nerdy.
I only watched the original. I didn't like the remake.
Joshua Lee saying the 1970-80 version of The Hitchhiker's Guide was horrible. If that's the TV series, yes, and if it's the film, I think yes. I agree with you.
What's his name? Oh God, Rockwell, the guy who was in it.
Well,
the actor. He
Oh,
was
okay.
in Iron Man as well.
Okay.
What's his name?
I've
Anybody know?
got no clue who you're talking
He's the
about.
guy. He's the actor who always dances, like
Don't know.
goofy dances and everything. He danced into onto the stage in Iron Man. He's Tony Stark's nemesis in like the first Iron Man, I believe.
Chris Christopherson? You mean?
No, Sam Rockwell. Thank you.
Ah, okay. Thank you, K-Rab.
Thank you, baby. I'm sorry. Do you mind finishing without me or something? I feel
Okay.
I feel so bad right now. Like I am not good company.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, he broke my heart. I feel horrible. I never have cash on me. I gotta start doing it.
There's no absolute need. Like having cash on you can be handy, but
Well, yeah, for somebody like this, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of people like this out here. I'd happily give it to him. I should have asked if there's anything else I could give him. Damn it! When he walked, he like, you're shaky. It's just breaking my heart. I'm sorry, guys.
that's okay. Okay, we can wrap it up.
Hey, Nana.
No.
We can go for over an hour.
Yeah, almost over an hour and a half. That for me, Joshua, is an easy one. Old Doctor Who or newer Doctor Who. The older is better, but that's because I'm an older git.
I'm just learning about Doctor. Well, I knew. I was always aware of it, but I never knew anything about it until Simon. Simon knows a lot about the series.
I know
the different doctors and such.
Yeah.
Who's the one that you like again?
Well, I like William Hartnell, and I liked. You've now put him on the spot, and I can't remember his in name. Thank you very much. the guy who took over from William Hartnell.
I don't know.
I can't remember the actor's
Yeah,
name.
and you said they did something fucked up, like reset it or something.
Oh, yeah. It came to sort of a naturalish. Well, the original series came to an end for whatever reason. The BBC stopped it. Then there was a large hiatus. Then they started it again. And in my opinion, some of the people sort of behind the scenes who were involved with it and its direction basically ruined it. They had all these Deus Ex Machina type things happening, and yeah, because wouldn't it be good if we could have this plot device? Oh, it's the TARDIS. It can do anything we want it to do. Therefore, it can do this. And just think, just why?
Right.
And it just really, really hacked me
But
off.
like, if there was only supposed to be 15 incarnations,
I think it was 13 supposedly for
and they
a
just kept
Gallifreyan, a Time
going,
Lord. Yeah.
did anybody say anything?
Yeah, people I think did sort of say, excuse me, how are we going to have a new Doctor after this latest regeneration? Because he's run out of generations. And they came up
How'd
with
they
some
explain
plot
it?
device whereby they reset his regenerations and somehow.
So they
And
can go on forever now.
thank you,
Patrick
Joshua. And sorry.
Patrick
What?
Troughton was the second
Yes.
one, so that's the
Yeah,
one.
I was about to say thank you, Joshua and Jason, for mentioning it was Patrick Troughton. Yeah, he was good. Sadly, Jennifer, I have to disagree with you. That's for me where the new series of Doctor Who started going off the rails with David Tennant and some of the script writers and stuff with the new series. Yeah, I know they explained it away, Joshua. I just really didn't think it was good what they did, and how they did it.
I watched Buck Rogers a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, and who wants to make the tweaky sound? Come on,
Me.
wasn't it Beedly Beedly or something like that?
It's the best I could do.
Mm.
Yeah, but I wanted to live in that world so bad. I wanted to marry, but I go back to uh, Battlestar Galactica. I wanted to marry Starbuck.
Okay.
Never worked out. We were worlds
No.
apart.
Yes. And
Yeah.
mind you, all
He
that
was a
time he
lot
spent,
older than me too.
and all that time spent looking for you as well.
Huh?
Well, they spent ages looking for the original Earth, didn't they? That was the whole point of it. They were searching the
For
mythical Earth.
me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that? So, did it take place so far in the future that Earth had died by then? Is that what they're thinking?
Um,
Were we still around? Like,
I can't remember enough about the original series or the remake. Um,
I remember
it's
seeing clips of the new one that they did,
mm,
and they were on planets. I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah.
They made it home?
I can't remember. I mean, obviously it's in the future because
Yeah.
they know about Earth, so they've obviously
Yeah.
come from Earth. So why they left Earth or not, I can't remember the reasons why. I assume it was a resources or sort of global warming, sort of
Well,
climate change catastrophe
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Earth will be wiped out by the sun in 100 million,
Yeah.
2 billion years or whatever it
Hmm.
is. So
We got some time now.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorsha. Met Buck Rogers, Colonel Deering, and Tweaky in Germany at a con.
What? awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, but do you guys think there's a reality of like colonizing another planet? What are the chances we'll find planet with what we need? Oxygen, water, that we can like 'cause can you imagine trying to terraform a planet? That would take
Hmm.
generations.
Um, I if you want to play maths and statistics, there is going to be a planet which is going to be
Yeah, but we
suitable for
how
human
this is
habitations. Us
what
finding it,
us
however,
finding it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, very unlikely.
Not yeah.
Yeah.
More than likely we won't. Like we in some of the exoplanets they say are like they found like a super Earth, like a supersized Earth.
Hmm.
Great. We haven't gone there. We
Yeah,
don't know.
the problem with the supersized Earth is going to be the potentially larger gravity,
Yeah, exactly.
or because if it's that large,
Less
gravity
gravity.
is going to be the archetypal square cube inverse square rule, and if it's that big,
Either way, we're fucked.
yeah, gravity. So I mean,
Unless
not
we have
only
artificial
yeah,
gravity.
yeah, and not only do you have to have
It's
suitable
crazy.
light, suitable atmosphere,
Yeah.
suitable vegetation, and stuff like that.
Animals.
Um,
We're gonna have a Noah's Ark.
Potentially, one would
Can you
you'd need to
imagine that?
do that.
If we did create a Noah's Ark to bring us to another planet, would we basically just be fulfilling the prophecy?
I don't
Of
think it would work though, because you'd have to have so many animals to get around the whole inbreeding thing, wouldn't you?
well, you wouldn't take animals. You would
DNA.
take either the DNA or the embryos
Yeah.
Yeah.
frozen. Um,
Frozen
but
food, man.
yeah, it's the practicalities of it are well, unless for some form of getting from A to B faster than light speed, in effect, is discovered, it's going to be wholly impractical.
I like what they did in Event Horizon, where they bend space and then you
Yeah.
travel
Put a
through.
hole in it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Except the
But
result was
it took him to hell. So
the
yeah,
result
no.
wasn't good. So,
Yeah.
but the idea was good.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah,
that is
but
one
the
of
whole
the.
hell thing.
Hmm.
No.
I mean, that's one of the potential ways
Still
of
a
getting
drawback.
effective faster than light travel. Yeah.
But who's gonna try it first? Because I'm sorry, but I don't want to try it first. I don't want somebody else to try it first. Because think of it. If punching a hole through time space makes a doorway to hell, I don't want to
Yeah.
be responsible for somebody
It was
going there.
it was
Yeah.
just a movie, though.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
And also, if you want to get into the doing things is bad. I don't know if it's actually part of the official Star Trek canon, but they did apparently put a limit on warp speed travel
Yes, he did.
because they discovered that traveling at warp speed, i.e., basically punching holes through the space time
Yeah.
continuum, was actually damaging it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Can you imagine that though?
Hmm.
How do you, like? Cause just it'd be like making it threadbare, I guess. Time space.
Yeah. And if I
What would
remember
that look
correct,
like?
well,
Bad for us
like
and the universe.
Gorgonzola briefly before it imploded, possibly. Yeah, who knows?
Like if we did something that would destroy the universe, would any of this ever have existed? Okay, we're
Uh,
getting too existential, and I'm about to have a
well,
panic attack.
yes, it will have existed because we exist. Regardless of what people
What
like
will it
Elon Musk
matter?
think, yeah, this is a reality. I don't think we're in a virtual
No, neither do
thing
I.
like the Matrix. Um,
But would it have mattered if everything went poop, like poop?
you could say that about anything. Yeah. Would it have mattered if we continue until the sun turns into is it going to be a red giant, and its corona effectively is going to expand to encompass
Yeah,
the Earth
if we keep
completely?
going down this line,
Yeah.
we're gonna get
Yeah.
into a realm where we have to talk about the
Hmm.
soul and stuff like that, and I don't think
Yeah.
anybody here wants to do that.
Yeah. Joshua says there's a talk of colonization of one of Saturn's moons. Yeah, there's one of the
Yeah,
moons.
I've heard that.
They reckon there's liquid water under the surface.
Yeah, I've heard that as well,
Hmm.
and like that's why life on other planets has never seemed far fetched to me because it doesn't mean human life, right? Or the life we imagine. It could be amoebas, right?
Hmm.
That
Oh
live
yeah,
off of something wholly different than ours do.
yeah,
So yeah, it never seemed far fetched to me. There's some kind of life on other planets,
yes, we
and they're
are.
finding traces.
Yeah, and yeah, surprisingly enough, yeah, initially most people thinking, oh, carbon-based life form with
Right?
oxygen
No,
atmosphere. Yeah, not necessarily an absolute
not at
requirement for
all.
life. Maybe not even a requirement for sentient life.
Well, if our future alien overlords are watching right now, I'd just like to say I welcome you. Please don't kill me.
Right? What is that? Thought
Um,
experiment. What?
Joshua, sorry, what?
No, go ahead. My bad.
So Joshua says you need to see the film Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's quite demanding.
Mm.
Yeah, interesting title.
Yeah, I like it. Sounds
There is
like
some,
me because I'm the least patient person ever, so I want it
hmm,
like that. Only 2 hours ago.
now. Yeah,
Yeah,
there
but
are
now
some
it's
good.
not quick enough. Instant
Hmm,
gratification just isn't quick enough. Good.
yep, there are some good sort of sort of encounter films and stuff like that. I mean, Contact is one.
That
Um,
was good. Now, would you have gone?
I think if I was a scientist of that bent, yes.
The ending, though. Why'd they do that to her?
Yeah.
Is it just too much, too soon, and nobody was ready, so they did that to her? Made her look like she was crazy?
Um,
Like she hadn't
I,
seen what she had seen?
I,
She gave them the answers they wanted.
yeah, I must admit, I don't know why the ending was as it was, but
And then also, like, everybody's like, no, this never happened. At the very end, they do disclose that there was
yes,
that many hours missing,
mm,
right? So
however long it was, yes, they had
yeah,
static recorded.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it makes it plain that she did go where she said she went.
yes,
Can
which
you imagine? No, like, here's my issue with it that makes me anxious about it is you now have this knowledge, you've had this experience, and no matter who you tell, nobody believes you. You're the only person on earth who has that experience, whoever will have
yeah,
that experience, and nobody, like, that's gotta be too much to live with. I would go insane.
it's going to be one of those things of yeah, something you just couldn't talk about because nobody would have.
Yeah, and I couldn't handle that. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean,
Well,
would they believe you?
like when people claim they've been abducted by aliens.
Right. Like if I came to you and said that, would you believe me, or would you be the skeptic that you are?
Hmm,
You'd be the skeptic that you are, and
Probably.
yeah.
you know, you gotta admit, Simon, especially you wouldn't believe me if I told you all that. You'd be
Um,
skeptical.
I would indeed. Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, be saying things like, yeah, can you prove
I'm
it?
no, you would probably say, well, like you did before to somebody. I have no doubt that's what you believe happened.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that would make me feel patronized, you know,
Hmm.
as fuck. And I have to kill you.
I say it depends greatly what you told me had happened to you over what time frame.
What do you mean?
Well, because if
Say
you
I
said
came to you tomorrow and said, Simon, Jesus,
yes,
last night, I swear to God, I saw a flying saucer. And I don't mean something weird, light in the sky. They landed in that field out back.
uh-huh.
What would you think either I was playing a joke on you or whatever,
Mm.
right? You'd never believe it
I would
because it's
suggest
insane.
I would probably suggest you sort of swore off putting pineapple on your pizza. It's giving you sort
Seriously.
of hallucinations. Um, I, to be brutally honest, I would probably be very concerned for your mental health if you told me something like
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
and probably rightfully so.
We don't know that. What if I said like something
Uh,
religious happened to me? You definitely won't believe that.
depends what you mean by religious, but probably not. Hi, Irish, and yes, Eberron, it's probing time.
Yeah.
Like if you
Say I
saw
saw
an
an angel. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
You would never believe it.
I would remain skeptical, and as I say, but yeah, if you honestly believed it, yeah, I am. Who am I to argue? Not everything can be explained,
I don't think you'd believe
and
it.
I'm an open-minded skeptic. I mean, I probably ultimately wouldn't believe you because, yeah,
But you'd
sa-
patronize me, right?
no, I mean, sadly, I tend to have
That's
a
fine.
lack of faith for such things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I would be happy for you if it made you feel happy and content.
Hmm.
But,
I don't know. I
yeah,
just think that if we're ever contacted, it's gonna take a lot of proving.
yeah. Well,
And I hope they, they're because like so far the people who said they've seen something, it's like they never stick around long enough for anybody to prove it.
yeah,
Why would they
yeah.
do that? That's rude.
That's one of my major issues with a lot of these things.
Like
It's
really?
yeah.
It's
Okay,
always somebody on the outskirts.
you
Sorry.
have come however many light years, and it will
Hmm.
be light years.
Yeah.
Even allowing the fact that you've faster light travel, that's
Right.
that's
Still a
quite
long
a
ways.
jaunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't just sit down somewhere randomly, and
In
as
the
you
middle of the
say,
night.
and you wouldn't hang around for 15 minutes before
Right.
And
disappearing off.
You'd go to a city center, I would think.
It
it's
depends on what your intent was.
it's
Yeah.
funny they never abduct politicians or high-ranking military officials.
Right?
They're
Somebody with
always
a
abducting.
camera that
They're always,
works.
they're always abducting some weirdo that lives out in the desert or something.
Yeah.
Right? Come
Well,
on.
that sadly is kind of understandable if they want to do some form of information gathering surreptitiously. But if you're going to do that, you don't send them back.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I mean, somebody disappearing without a trace is one thing. Somebody quotes disappearing without a trace, unquotes, and coming back and saying, "But they probed me," is potentially
And they
something else
come back
entirely.
every 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
dude, if they're coming, because there are people who think that every once in a while, like whatever, like clockwork, some of them, some
Mm.
say just randomly, they get abducted, tested on, and they have these
Yeah.
cuts and scrapes and whatever marks on them, and
Hmm.
that's from them probing and putting things under their skin. And like these people truly believe it, and I feel so sorry for them. Um, not mocking them. I feel bad, but
I yeah.
like, dude, like some of them have put stuff under their skin, or maybe they haven't. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say definitely, but I'm just saying it must be horrible to live with that. First of all,
Yeah.
believing that that happened to you and it happens, it must be terrifying and sad. I don't know, but it just
I
seems like
yeah.
crazy that they keep going to the same person, not being
Um,
seen, not wanting to be like that
no.
person's gonna be talking about it.
Returning to the same person, I can sort of understand because you've got a target group,
Okay,
so you can
maybe.
see how they have changed over a
Okay, I
course
see what you're
a period
saying.
of
I see
time.
what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
that I can understand. I mean, it would be like having a medical trial. I mean, oh, we'll try these
Right.
pills on
Yeah, I
somebody,
get you
and
now.
you
Yeah.
give the pills to random people, and then more random people. So yeah, that I can
But if you're gonna
understand. But
do that, why not wipe their memory? I'm sure they got it.
and also, why not to take them with you and just keep them,
Yeah.
unless
Put
they
them
want to
somewhere
see,
else. Make them
unless
so
they
they
want to
can't
see,
talk.
yeah, unless they want to see how they develop in situ.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
trouble is,
It's just it makes no sense at the
yeah,
end of the
well, the
day.
act there you have it. It makes no sense to the rational human mind.
True. Maybe it's
Don't forget,
happening.
we can't anthropomorphize aliens because they are not human.
True.
I mean,
They
it's
might be
difficult
lizard
enough.
brain, lizard
Yeah,
blooded, and have no soul.
yeah, it's difficult enough seeing into the
Yeah.
mind of a Frenchman or an
Yeah.
Italian or a Japanese person because of yeah the cultural differences.
Yeah.
And we're on the same friggin' planet.
It's true. Deep
So
thoughts
yeah, how
with
the
AMG
hell
and
we
friends.
yeah,
Mm.
I mean how the hell we can rationalize what
Yeah.
something fully and totally alien would think is a good idea? I don't know.
I would love to be an alien if it was like Cocoon. Get your health back. You feel young again. Hey, I'm all for
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's yeah. Ulterior motives, anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. But would you want to meet or see an alien?
Um, I think possibly yes.
Well, not if they're like the movie Aliens, but
Hmm.
if they're like
True
Yeah,
that.
if they're intelligent and thoughtful, then
yeah.
yeah.
What are the
And there we have it.
chances of that, though?
There we have it. Sort of. Batteries Not Included was a cute film. It certainly
Yeah.
was.
But what are our chances that they are cute and cuddly and loving things,
This
and not
is
like Ender's Game? Like,
this is one of
well,
those
Ender's
dilemmas.
Game, we were the bad guys, so there's
Yeah,
that.
it's the dilemma of basically. Yeah, there's one train of thought that says if a race or a species is sufficiently advanced to be able to
Why
perform
do they want to talk
interstellar
to us?
travel, they will more than certainly be wise and noble and peaceful.
Maybe. I think if we met an alien race, we'd be the bad guys. I really do.
Mm.
Because we are
Yeah,
so
belligerent.
apt to think, what are they trying to get out of
Yeah,
us, you know?
yeah,
We better
yes,
protect ourselves before they take what they want and go.
yeah, yeah. And the other train of thought is to use a trope from a science fiction author, Fred Saberhagen. There'd be a berserker culture, which is a culture which goes out and finds races that are on the cusp of becoming space traveling, etc.,
Mhm.
etc., and a danger, and get rid of them before they become a danger.
They should get rid of us, quite frankly,
Mm.
because if we do get there, and I think we would be that. We've been that all along so far, right? On our own planet.
Mm.
No, it'll be like Star Trek. We'll wise up like 200 years from now,
No.
and it'll be good.
Do you see the human race
Mm.
doing that? Really?
Unless we meet a society like the Vulcans, probably not.
Um, about the one thing that might actually unify the planet is something outside alien to the planet, which effectively means, yeah, an alien race.
Yeah.
and it will unify us either in out and out rebellion or antagonism against them if they're attacking, or them basically coming in and saying, you know what, you're making a complete pig's ear of this, do better.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember watching Star Trek, I think Deep Space Nine, and there was an anti-alien organization, and
What?
they were like human first and everything, and the leader was a black guy, and I was like, huh, that's you know,
Yeah.
not
A-
reading your history, are you?
yeah.
Yeah.
And also anti-alien, is that the sort of, is that against aliens or against belief in them? I assume it's
No,
got to be against.
against aliens.
Yeah.
They wanted, it was human first. They wanted the jobs and everything for the humans.
Right.
So
Mm. Yeah, that's generally never going to work particularly well.
no.
Sources, yeah, basically if a couple of whales disappear, she'll blame Kirk.
Mm.
Yep. And Irish says Hollywood have effed up the alien thing. Yeah, they
Good. Sorry.
have pretty much put a
We saw
bad spin on it.
we saw the funniest thing though, because say you're on the spaceship, right?
Mm.
Star Wars, right?
Star Wars, okay, yeah.
And they jump to hyperspace. Everybody on that ship's neck would crack right then and there. See what I'm saying? You go from standing still to hyper fast.
The acceleration, yes.
Yeah.
No, because of
Did
the
anybody ever think of that?
Yeah.
no, because of the flux transmogrifier. You see, they
Oh
don't.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
obviously. What was I thinking?
they always
Apparently,
have an
there's
explanation.
yeah, right. There's apparently some fan film, and by a fan film we don't mean like a bunch of people in a garage out there about the X-wings. That's amazing computer graphics.
Uh-huh.
We saw a clip of it, and it was just incredible. Like the amount of computer animation and the depth of it, and the special effects. It's just. Do you remember the name of the clip?
It was just X-wing
Something
something.
like that. Look for it on YouTube, guys, or wherever you. It really like apparently in this new world, like what do they call them? Those big triangular ships are
Oh,
Star Destroyers?
the yeah, like they come up from under the ground and everything just it's
Huh.
amazing. They're
it's
really
li-
cool. Check it out.
it's literally just called Star Wars X-wing for anyone
Yeah.
looking
Okay.
for it.
Jason has an answer for you
Mhm.
about the getting flattened with G-forces. No, because you are still, space is moving around you.
No. Uh. No.
I must admit, I'm sort of with you, and I'm partially with Jason on that one.
I see what you're saying, and I get what you're saying, but at some point, everything has to move.
Hmm.
There's
Well,
two ways of looking at it. You're moving through space, or space is moving through past you.
And I'm going to take the third option, say it's science fiction.
Oh. That's
well,
like
no,
looking at time. Do you see yourself? Do you think like if we say we're gonna meet at 3, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you waiting for 3 o'clock to get here, right? And if I say, can I push it back, right? Or is it then later or earlier? If I want to push the meeting back, because
To me,
depending
if
on
you
how
push
you
it,
answer that, it's how you see time. Whether you're moving through it, time's moving by you. See what I'm saying? It all has to do with how you see yourself and your ego and all that kind of thing. It's a little experiment.
I personally would say if you said push it back, that's you're basically delaying it, so it will take place later on.
Yeah, that's what I would think too.
Yeah, because some people see themselves moving through time. Some people see time going by. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mm.
I don't know. Too much thinking for me today, guys. It's Sunday and I'm
Yes.
tired.
Hmm.
I need to go.
And it's Monday, in fact, for some of us at
It's
least.
not. Stop that. I hate when you do that.
Not just me, Taipan as well.
Oh, use.
Use time zone, guys.
So I'm gonna press this button now. Say goodbye, everybody.
That's going to be the outro button.
The outro, yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm. Love
Yeah.
you guys.
See you soon.
Yep.